Hello, everyone. Welcome to Topic One in AI with Bemore Benny's data cleaning thread. In Topic One, we're going to discuss um, basically loading in your data sheet and looking for a target column. Now, you might be saying, okay, well, what is a target? You might hear the term target and label used interchangeably, and pretty much it's the same thing. So I can explain it to you, but I'll do better than that. I'll go to Google and I'll show you what Google says a target is, right? Target, a final output that you're trying to predict, also known as Y. It can be categorical, sick versus non-sick, or continuous, price of a house. Label true outcome of the target. In supervised learning, the target labels are known for a training data set, but not for the test. Okay, well, I'll explain, the training and testing later on when we get to the part where we build our classifier. But right now, I'm just trying to explain what a target is and why we want that in our column. But before we get that far, I want to show you exactly what we're talking about. Simplify this a little. If you're a data scientist, someone will give you something like this, right? And then you will feed this into your software and you can find out all types of interesting things with this, right? As you can see, this last column are categorical, Adidas, Nike, Nike, Adidas, Nike, Nike, Adidas, Nike, Nike. This will make a great categorical column, right? If you were trying to use the rest of this data and all these rows, right, to try to split the people into two categories to see like what particular, these categories could be ages, sizes, heights, codes for male or female, or who lives in what part of town or whatever. And we can sort them and find interesting things about them just by sorting them using the categorical column, right? Like who we could predict. Like I predicted, if I gave you an age, height, and a code, you could say, well, I predicted that person would be wearing Nike. I can give you a combination of this, and I say, okay, that this person probably will be wearing Adidas. It's almost like, you can use it to predict a future fashion theme of shoe at some other party. So say at this particular party or trend or event, right? We had this data. We could say at the next party, we'll use this and try to predict who will be wearing what, right? That's pretty much what we use the label or target column for. So if you had for this is just a, kind of a fake made up spreadsheet that I made. But like if you got a real data sheet, it could have been huge. It could be huge, and it wouldn't just be the categorical column, right? It may be multiple ones, and it wouldn't be conveniently put at the end like I did, so I could illustrate for you guys, right? So you had to find it programmatically, which means writing Python code that will go through the columns and find the categorical columns, right? So that's why I'll be showing you in this one, right? How to go through the code programmatically. Writing code to go through your data sheet or comma separated value sheet to find the categorical columns for you automatically, right? So now I'm going to go to my code. Okay, here are the imports. And here's where we read the CSV file into a data frame. In Python, a data frame is very useful. We'll discuss more about what data frames are later on. Okay, so here, right, we're going to look for NP, which is a NumPy, which is our NumPy. We're going to call our NumPy import NP here, right? We're going to use the object function or method on the NumPy, right? And we're trying to look for the data type. So if the DF, which is referring to my data frame here, right? If my data frame type, data type, if my data frame data type, D types, equals object. Object is the name of is used to get categorical information, right? Like, is it categorical? Is it not just a continuous number that we can't group things with, right? Easily groupable, right? Like the Adidas, Nike, or on the Google site where it says sick or non-sick, you know, kind of like that. So this will bring us back the columns, a list of columns that are considered to be object type, which are categorical, right? And here, basically, I use the list command to make a list of these columns that it will return to me. And I just do a printout right here, right? Of what the name list of the name of the columns are and the index of the columns are. So we'll run it and you'll see what we have, right? And here's our outcome right here. So if you understood what the code does and what I just said, congratulations. You just figured out how to find the column that's categorical so your classifier is able to predict things from the data on your sheet or your CSV file. Well, that's pretty much it. And thank you for watching. Please stay tuned to our next topic, and hope you learned something.